guys, and welcome back to a new vlog. This week I'm actually away on holiday at one of my favourite places ever. It's like a lodge park, like on a farm. It's so nice. It's based just by Shropshire, on like the border of England and Wales. I'm here for like the week, so like Monday to Friday. So some nice reading time this week, which is why I thought I would vlog. We actually travelled up yesterday, so we got some footage of that on the way here and us arriving. We got here about 1:30 because some of my family was already here, so we came and met them. So today is Tuesday, and I'm having a nice chilled out day today. Having some dinner with my family later, but having a nice chilled day for the rest of the day. And I've actually started a Court of Thorns and Roses, and I'm currently on page 70, so not super far in, but yeah, my plan is to read majority of this today. I'm not a fantasy reader. I've never read a fantasy book before. I've read like the 7-Year Slip, but that's more like romantasy than fantasy. So I'm a little bit confused so far. Had to Google a couple of things on like what they were, what it meant. But yeah, relatively enjoying it. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. I feel like I need to get more into the book to actually understand what's going on and enjoy it, sort of thing. But that's where I'm at with that. But yeah, so I just thought I'd have a little nice week. This morning I got up and spent some time in the hot tub with my mum, which was really nice. And yeah, it's kind of just a nice chilled vibe here. There's not a lot to do, so there's a lot of forced chilled out time that is very much needed as I start my new job next week. So yeah, thought I'd have a nice little break before I do that. But I haven't really done much so far since I've been here, apart from read and sleep, and that's about it. So yeah, just a nice chilled time and exciting reading time. I'm also planning on going to Hay on Wye this week, tomorrow I think, which is like a book town. It's closer to here than it is to my home, so it's like 50 minutes I think from here, whereas it's like 2 hours or something from my house. So I'm going to visit it while I'm here. And yeah, I've heard so many people say really nice things about it. It's like a tiny little town, but it's got like 20 something bookshops. So obviously I'm going to take you guys to see that as well. But the plan is to just have some nice reading time, some nice chill out time. I've bought A Court of Thorns and Roses and Daisy Haites The Great Undoing with me, so I'm going to try and read both of those, or at least finish A Court of Thorns and Roses and start Daisy Haites Great Undoing. I've also bought the 7-Year Slip, which I have read before, as I just said, but I wanted to do a reread, so we'll see where I get to. But I have no plans today apart from reading, which is a great day for me. today, which is, oh, let me just sit down, which is the UK's first ever book town. It's about like 50 minutes from where I'm staying, so yeah, but it was really nice, so cute, such a quirky little town, so many bookshops. I think there's meant to be like 20 something bookshops there, but I was quite civilized, I feel, in my book shopping, and only bought 4 books. So I thought I'd do a little mini haul so you guys can see what I got. As you know from this video, I've been reading the first book in the Haites series, and my friend has already read them, so she's like desperate for me to read the next one. So I got the second and third book in the series, which there's a toss-up between people's favourites between these two, so but those are what I got. I'm very excited to carry on reading the series. I have obviously picked out my TBR for March, but I'm going to try and see if I can get through some of my other books quicker, because I've got some ones that are like thrillers, so I feel like I can get through them quite quick, and then get around to reading these ones as well. But I can't like read too many books in a series in one go. I have to have a break, so yeah, but at least I have the next 2, because it's like, if they're as good as people are saying they are, I'm going to want both. And then I also got Convenience Store Woman, which I've seen so many people talking about, and just wanting to have it for myself. It's only a short book. It sounded quite cute from the back, like the actual idea of the story, and it had a soy sauce fish on there, so that kind of led me to buying the book. And then I don't know how to actually say the title of this one, but this one, The House in the, is it Curelean Sea? Again, heard so much about this, so many good things, and I think this is the same author as Under the Whispering Door, which I really want to read that book, and it was actually recommended by the workers in the bookshop that I actually bought it from, so yeah, excited. And those are all the books that I got, so I was quite civilised in my book buying, despite obviously being in a book town. There was a lot of like used bookstores as well, so a lot of them were like used and new. Definitely, if you like used books or aren't bothered about the state of your book, because some of them were like very used, then I feel like you would get on there. But the actual town itself was just so cute and quirky, so yeah, there's definitely something for everyone, but more for like used book lovers, if that makes sense. It had occurred to me that I'd hardly like spoke in this video, but I've now finished A Court of Thorns and Roses, and it's not my favourite book ever, and I feel like a lot of people feel that way about the first one in the series, which is the one I read, so I'm holding off to give my judgment quite yet, because I need to read the other books, but I feel like I'm gonna like them more because it's based more on her and the other character. I can't remember what his name is, but it's based on them, rather than her and the character she's within the first book. But yeah, I finished it. I gave it 4 stars, because I felt like 3 was too low, 5 was too high, 4 felt about right, because I liked the writing style, and some of the things that happened had me like, oh my gosh, I just want to know the ending, or like what's going to happen next, but then it just wasn't that 5-star feel, so yeah. But now I'm reading Daisy Haites The Great Undoing, which was so high on my TBR. I've literally only just started it, so I'm going to try and get quite a bit done today, before dinner. It's about 3 o'clock-ish now. But yeah, just having a nice chill day. So I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses this morning, and then starting this afternoon. Didn't realise that you get Julian's point of view in this one as well, so very excited about that. But yeah, excited to dive back into the Magnolia Parks world, as I finished Magnolia Parks Long Way Home, either last week or the week before. Was it last week? No, it might have been the week before. So that was really good, and 5 stars, so I'm hoping that this one's going to be good as well. I think it's because like now we have more of the story and more of what's going on. I feel like that just makes it that bit better. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And today is actually the last full day of my holiday, because I'm going home tomorrow, which is ever so sad, and I don't want to go home. But there's been lots of reading. I feel like the size of A Court of Thorn and Roses. If it was any other book, I would have flew through it in like a day or two. But I think because there was so much like description, building the fantasy world and understanding what was going on, like I really had to concentrate on it rather than just flying through. So I feel like that's why it's took me longer than I thought it would have. But yeah, still enjoyed it, and I just felt like it just needed that little bit more concentration. Whereas I'm probably going to fly through this now because I just feel like I'm living in the head of the characters. Also, this is one of my favourite covers out of the whole Magnolia Park series. I mean, I love the original covers. I will never be a new cover girly. Sorry for the new cover girlies and guys out there, but that is not me. Definitely this type of cover girly. So, and this is one of my favourite ones. I just can't explain it, but it's just so beautiful and I love it.